so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You say you want to take this sport serious. Then take it serious. What is this? This is not a popularity contest.
Because what I'm about to tell you allegedly involves one of the most celebrated, most feared, most untouchable names in the history of boxing. And reports suggest the facade might finally be cracking. And I mean cracking right in front of the entire world, and you are watching it happen in real time.
Ever in my entire life seen somebody truly believe they're absolutely killing it while they're actually doing just your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets.
Oscar De La Hoya has claimed that Floyd Mayweather's comeback to boxing is driven by financial pressure rather than passion for boxing.
Another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go.
But before I get into the specifics, I need you to understand something. This story didn't start yesterday. It allegedly started the moment the last bell rang and nobody was watching. And that right there is where everything allegedly began to unravel. So let's talk about Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy himself.
Where else gets their stuff from? And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Spends like
I mean,
crazy.
it only could go but so long. I mean, and you're not fighting
Yeah.
because I don't see Mayweather even doing any goofy shit like
But you would think that your investments would continue to grow.
Right.
As long as you keep your spending under wraps. Like right now, like I could retire right now. This could be my last interview ever.
Right.
And with my investments, I invested into a lot of great companies like Google and Amazon and Tesla over the years, and those companies have all grown and continue to grow, right? And I could actually borrow money against my stock portfolio without even selling my stocks.
Right.
Because Oscar allegedly just looked into a camera and called Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent behavior, and I quote the general sentiment here, absolutely embarrassing. And when Oscar De La Hoya, a man who has his own very complicated public history, decided...
Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime. He goes,
to step up and publicly call you out. Fans online are asking one very loud question. What on earth is actually going on behind the curtain, and why now? Why this week of all weeks? And the timing, I need to stress the timing, is not an accident. Because reportedly somewhere in the background, there is an alleged lawsuit involving a jeweler.
He's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where he shows you all the
Yeah,
watches,
yeah.
where he opens the case up, you
Yeah,
know.
all the money. He gotta show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And,
Yeah.
you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. That's cool.
And when a jeweler is reportedly involved in legal proceedings with someone who has publicly and repeatedly flaunted diamond-encrusted everything, the internet does not let that go quietly. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because allegedly, according to online speculation, and
Pacquiao potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost.
various insiders who apparently cannot keep a secret, there are rumors swirling, and I mean swirling like a Category 5, that Floyd may be in a position where selling off certain assets is no longer just a lifestyle choice. It may allegedly be a necessity.
Father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous.
And if that is even partially true, then everything we thought we knew about the Money Mayweather brand, the stacks of cash and Instagram videos, the custom jets, the walking into arenas with a bag literally full of $100 bills, all of it allegedly takes on a completely different meaning. And the internet is not being quiet about it. Because 50 Cent. And of course 50 Cent is involved, and of course he is.
Floyd may be playing like another game, basically just trying to build up the anticipation for this fight by saying like, oh, well, maybe I'll commit to it, maybe I won't. This is typical Mayweather gamesmanship. Do you think that that's true?
What's new for Mayweather? Even in our first fight, it's getting hard. It's changing his mind. That's not good. You need to have word of honor and commitment. To honor your commitment.
You really have had the patience of a saint. We know that first time it took like 5 years at least to get Floyd into the ring.
At least 5 years to took that fight for a lot of alibis to bring like us. So this time there's no reason for alibis or mixed excuses because we both signed already
has allegedly suggested publicly that Floyd's supposed return to the ring is not about legacy, not about love of the sport, not about proving anything to the doubters. Allegedly, according to Fifth and a chorus of online voices, the return is allegedly about one thing and one thing only: cash flow. And that framing, that very specific framing, is devastating if you understand what it implies.
And it's like that rivalry, the villain and the good guy, And Floyd, this is where Floyd is smart. He knows how to play that villain guy,
And you're promoting the fight.
And I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm promoting the fight. And I have double duty, and it's very distracting. I'm an old 33-year-old boxer, but I still want to fight the best. I still want to create.
Because this is a man reportedly documented as one of the highest earning athletes in the history of professional sports, a man who reportedly cleared 9 figures from a single fight night. And the suggestion, the alleged suggestion, is that the money may have moved through his hands faster than it came in. And this is exactly where Oscar De La Hoya starts drawing the comparison that nobody wanted to hear: Mike Tyson.
And 4 million buys on pay-per-view.
Right. It's
how much money did that generate?
At the time, it was the record-setting pay-per-view. I think we generated something like close to all in, close to 400 million. Yeah.
Promote that fight with Mayweather. Would you have pulled out?
Probably. Yeah, probably. Because there was too much. Put the money aside. For me, it's about pride. For me, it was about, I want to have a winning.
Oscar allegedly brought up the name and let it hang in the air. Mike Tyson once reportedly held a fortune that financial analysts estimated at over $300 million. And Tyson himself has been remarkably open about the fact that it vanished, not stolen, not lost in one catastrophic moment, but allegedly dissolved through a lifestyle that treated spending as a sport in itself. And
like you make yourself like we got issues over here. He's still the best fighter out there until somebody beat him. You think he should step back in the ring? I think he got to right now because the money gone. So the money's really gone. Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money, all that money, and it took been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that.
Oscar apparently is suggesting the trajectory looks familiar, the pattern looks familiar, and that is a comparison that cuts deep because Tyson's financial story is not an obscure cautionary tale. It is the cautionary tale. And fans online are now openly asking whether history is allegedly rhyming. And then Joe Rogan enters the conversation. Because of course he does.
Like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
And Joe allegedly laid it out with that particular brand of blunt clarity he is known for, pointing out that the kind of lifestyle reportedly on display, the supercars rotating in and out, the watch collections that allegedly require their own security detail, the private travel that allegedly never stops requires not just wealth, it requires constant incoming wealth. And the moment the income stream slows down, the expenses do not slow down with it. And that, financial commentators are saying, is allegedly the structural problem that no amount of highlights or legend status can protect you from, because the market does not care about your record. And speaking of records, and this is where the story takes a turn that allegedly exposes something even deeper. Oscar De La Hoya is reportedly making the case that Floyd's legendary undefeated record.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious. I love him. He's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other 18 colors too, though, man.
Yeah, he does.
Gang of cars.
All matching up.
You owe that money to the IRS. Why don't you just give him a few cards?
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
That 50 to 0, that number that gets printed on merchandise and chanted at press conferences, may itself be part of the alleged financial calculus, because Oscar is claiming that Floyd has consistently, deliberately, allegedly avoided certain fights. Manny Pacquiao rematch. Anyone not out of lack of competitive desire, but allegedly out of a calculated effort to keep the record pristine because the record is the brand. And the brand allegedly generates the income. And if the brand takes a loss, the income narrative allegedly collapses.
There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's the record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean, thousands of people. No. I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. It's not even close. This isn't like, oh, it's pretty much this isn't. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
It's such two big draws. They promoted it so
It's
well.
all anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big it draws, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees
there's still
that
a
kill
number.
everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody
You're
would
saying
make
the
money.
seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems seems
peculiar.
crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is...
And suddenly the legend is not just sporting achievement. It is allegedly a financial product. And reports, unverified reports, online speculation, have allegedly circulated for years about tax-related challenges, the kind of reported IRS situations that have historically derailed athletes who assumed that earning big and managing big were the same skill set, which they are emphatically not. And financial experts who have commented publicly on athletes broadly, not Floyd specifically, consistently say the same thing. The difference between generational wealth and a spectacular temporary fortune
at people's downfall, but this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And we need to talk about how Floyd Mayweather is legitimately going broke, folks. And there's no other way to say it than that, because Floyd has announced another exhibition set to take place this year before he fights Manny Pacquiao, which is already going to be, assume, a massive fight because it's going to be on Netflix. He has an exhibition with Mike Tyson planned in April or May, and now he has a fight against Greek kickboxer and martial artist Mike Zambides. I don't even know what to say about any of this. It's going to be in June, it's in Athens, Greece, and it's the third fight of the year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke. And it's not just, and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth.
Is almost entirely about what you buy versus what you build. Whether your money is sitting in depreciating luxury items or compounding quietly in diversified assets, in index funds, in ownership stakes. And allegedly, according to the chatter, the portfolio allegedly skews heavily toward the former. Stephen A. Smith, never one to whisper when he can shout, allegedly weighed in on the exhibition fight circuit that Floyd has been working, and Stephen A.'s alleged concern is not just financial, it is reputational, that the exhibition model reportedly designed to generate income without the risk of a real professional loss.
This kid Ryan Garcia, Tank got his followers from kicking. Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter? Tank is a fighter.
So Ryan Garcia's not a fighter? He's been fighting since he was 7 years old. He has 200 plus amateur fights. I don't care where his followers come from, if they come from fucking Mars. The fact is that Ryan's followers are selling this fight. And plus, don't you remember you fought YouTubers? Are you putting YouTubers down? You profited from them. I can't with you, dude. You're fucking dumbass. I can't wait. April 22nd, Ryan Garcia
is allegedly beginning to chip away at the very legacy it is supposedly protecting. Because fans are not blind, the sports historians are not blind, and the more frequently the ring allegedly becomes a revenue event rather than a competitive one, the more the narrative shifts from greatest of all time to greatest of all business moves. And those are allegedly very different monuments to leave behind. But here's the twist. And I told you there would be a twist. I promised you a twist. Because what if every single thing we just discussed is allegedly exactly what Floyd Mayweather wants the conversation to be? What if the jeweler reports, the comeback rumors, the financial speculation? What if it is all allegedly one enormous, masterfully executed attention grab? Because here's what we know for certain. Every time Floyd's name trends, every time Oscar fires a shot, every time 50 posts something and Stephen A. breaks it down with maximum volume, the pay-per-view numbers for whatever Floyd does next allegedly go up. And if the man who reportedly built an empire on making people pay to watch him has allegedly figured out that even the controversy is a product, Then maybe the real money move is not the fight. It is not the assets. It is not the exhibition. Maybe you are the product right now, watching this video, feeding the algorithm, proving that the machine allegedly never stopped running. So tell me in the comments, is Floyd Mayweather a man allegedly facing a financial reckoning, or is he allegedly the only person in this entire story who is still winning?